Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here, Thursday, September the 22nd. Reading from Ecclesiastes now. Vanity of vanities, says the teacher, vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What do people gain from all the toil at which they toil under the sun? A generation goes and a generation comes, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun goes down, and hurries to the place where it rises, and so on and so on. You think this man was kind of maybe caustic? We believe this is Solomon. I think that's the prevailing wisdom, as it were, is that Solomon writing this or dictating this. Is he sort of fatalistic? Is he just whatever, c'est la vie? But with a kind of fatalistic attitude? No, not really. You have to, of course, read the whole book, but it sounds like that. And I think what I take from this reading when I hear vanity of vanities, all is vanity, is that we have to put things into perspective. We have to put things into perspective. We should never take from anything we read in the scripture that what we do is not important. No, but everything has to be put in perspective. First things first. This is a very important truth, is first things first, and then things have to be put in their perspective. We can make mountains out of molehills. Oh, we all know this. We can make little things the most important thing in life. Get ourselves in a knot over really small things, or even things that are maybe not small but medium. Even big things, but they're not the most important. Like people, if they don't have to work, let's say, I'm just pulling this out of my head right now. If they don't have to work, but they choose to work, working is important, we all need money. And let's say they don't really need that extra amount of money, but working is important and it'd be nice to have that extra money. But they choose to work on a Sunday and they don't go to Mass, they're committing a sin. Because they don't make the effort to go Saturday night. First things first. God is first, and then these other things will fall into place. If a person doesn't choose to work, but they're asked to work, and they have no other choice, that's something different. But as soon as they can get away from that, they get away from it. First things first. So put things into perspective and you will gain wisdom. And you will take things with due seriousness and see their due importance. You won't make them the most important thing in life, but God is the most important thing, and then He gives everything else their relative importance. Okay, over to the Gospel. We are in Luke chapter 9 now. Herod the ruler heard about all that Jesus had done, and he was perplexed because it was said by some that John had been raised from the dead, by some that Elijah appeared, and so on. And then it says at the end, and Herod tried to see Jesus. But what we have to realize here is Herod is almost like a soulless man. He's got a soul, we know that, but I think you know what I mean. He's like a soulless man. He is a man who's given over to sensuality. He is not interested in the truth, even though something in it, we're all hardwired for the truth, but we can suppress it and suppress it and suppress it. So he likes to hear John the Baptist, but he has no real love for John the Baptist or for the one about whom John is talking about, and that is God. And he proves this by the fact that he gets drunk. He watches his own niece, how sick and perverted, doing the dance of the seven veils, which was licentious. It's worse than like modern day pole dancing, type of thing. So that's what sort of comes to mind. It was wicked, and he's lusting after his own niece. It's disgusting. It's evil, and then he, as a result, murders John the Baptist. So he's got no love for John, really, and he's got no love for Jesus. All he is somebody who just wants a show. It's like the Athenians. Remember when Paul preached to the Athenians? They liked their ears tickled. So, Herod's curious, but he's not really seeking the truth. Like when Jesus calls Matthew, he gets up and he walks and he never goes back. That's not Herod. Absolute opposite. What you and I have to pray is that we're not like Herod. We're interested in Jesus, kind of the nice things he has to say, make us feel good, fire off a few endomorphins. We want to be like Matthew. Maybe we've done bad things, sinful things, maybe not, maybe we've led a good life, but when Jesus calls, we get up and we follow him. That's what we want to be like, brothers and sisters. So today, pray that you will not be like Herod. Learn from him, but you want to be like Matthew. God bless you.